you should be extremely afraid.
What up, guys? Welcome to JoJo's Celluloid Carnival. I wanted to make this review about the Venom trailer that just got released and give my thoughts about it and just explain to you why I'm so skeptical about this movie more than any other comic book related movie of this year so far. We already have Black Panther. We're getting Avengers Infinity War, which comes out tomorrow, which I'm going to see. Super fucking pumped. But really, though, you know, when Sony first announced they were making a Venom movie, the one thing that popped up in my mind was just taking that cow, that cash, filthy ass cow, and just milking that shit. Just milk. That's a really bad way to think about it, but oh my gosh. But seriously though, when I heard that they were making a Venom movie, I just was like, I rolled my eyes. I was like, Sony, just stop. You know, just you already gave half of the rights to Marvel to make more great Spider-Man movies. Just wait to put Venom in a Spider-Man movie that is actually good. Just don't try to stop doing this stupid shit of just trying to like milk as much money as possible. You know, just because you're struggling, because it's just like, damn, you know, a Venom movie. But then again, I thought, wait a second. You know, Sony's kind of been up a trajectory right now, you know. Baby Driver, which was released by them, was great. You know, that made enough money and, you know, it won a lot of accolades. That Spider-Verse trailer with Miles Morales was badass as hell. So, like, and now this Venom trailer that I saw, it didn't look terrible. So it's almost like they're up a trajectory thing. It's almost like an M. Night Shyamalan thing where M. Night Shyamalan just really just fucked up with a bunch of shitty movies, and you know, he really was like, just, it almost seemed like he was just never gonna make a good movie again, because he made The Sixth Sense, he made Unbreakable, he made Signs, you know, he made all those other great movies, but his slate after that was just like, people just wanted to forget about it. But you know, now he made, you know, The Visit, Split, now this movie Glass, which from what I hear, Split in this new movie Glass is a part of the Unbreakable universe, which is pretty damn exciting for me, you know. I loved Unbreakable. So, I mean, it's almost like the Sony is like in the same direction, which is why I still have hope for this Venom movie. I hope that it's something different. This is a supervillain movie, you know. I mean, we already seen a supervillain movie with the Suicide Squad. That didn't do so great, but that was DC, which, to be honest, the DC Extended Universe is not doing so great right now. Yes, they have Wonder Woman, which is great, and I hope Aquaman's great, and all the other movies that they're going to do, I hope they succeed. You know, Shazam's coming out next year, which I'm super excited for. I love Shazam. You know, I'm hoping that their slate of movies really does hit home, but Marvel, on the other hand, has a much better track record with movies. Honestly, if you was to ask anybody, they would probably say that Marvel is better with movies and DC is better with comics. Arguably, I'm not here to say that. I love both Marvel and DC. I'm not a fanboy. I'm a fanboy of both, okay? I love superheroes. I love comic books. But I'm not here to say, like, one is better than the other. if you was to ask anybody, I think the general consensus would be that Marvel is better with movies and DC is better with comics. And, you know, TV series. They're better with the smaller medium of things. Obviously, DC has had excellent movies like the amazing, iconic Dark Knight trilogy. And, you know, the first two Tim Burton Batman movies with Michael Keaton, who I still think is the best Batman. He's my favorite Batman. And you know, Ben Affleck did a great job as Batman in Dawn of Justice, and you know, the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. You know, DC does have great movies under their belt, but it doesn't even come close to the amount of excellent movies Marvel has produced. So I think that's why DC has fallen behind, and I just think it's just going to be so hard for them to catch up because Marvel got there first. There's no way of changing that. There's not a time machine that has been invented. There's no way, you know, Marvel got there first. So this Venom trailer, from the get-go, I thought, okay, you know, Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, Riz Ahmed, Jane Slade, phenomenal cast. You know, I was like, this could be something good. And it kind of was, because it kind of starts off with Eddie Brock, really just Tom Hardy's character, really kind of down on his luck. He's extremely ill. He's a reporter, obviously. He gets shit from Riz Ahmed's character, who seems like this really big corporate asshole, which is a really cool. I like that Riz Ahmed is taking different roles. You know, obviously In Nightcrawler, he was the guy who was taking orders from the other dude, which was Jake Gyllenhaal. So it's kind of cool that he's taking this major shift in his performance. So it's really cool to see that from him. Michelle Williams, for right now, kind of seems like the typical girlfriend character in a superhero movie where she's like, you know, I mean, from what I'm hearing, she might become like a Venom villainess. So that might be really awesome. I love Michelle Williams, but you know, I mean, from what I've seen from this trailer, it doesn't really seem like she's going to really bring much to this movie for her character, which I hope I'm wrong. Jenny Slate seems like a total, I love Jenny Slate, but it just seems like she's kind of out of place in this movie because you have Tom Hardy, you have Michelle Williams, you have Riz Ahmed, all excellent actors like Jenny Slate, but she seems like she's in a totally different movie, which I hope is not a bad thing going into this movie. So the visual effects, though, I thought was, besides the end, I thought like the way his Venom worked, I thought that could have been done a little bit better. I hope they're still rendering and shit for this movie to come out. I'm hoping that they're still fixing out the kinks. It's coming out in October, so I'm hoping that they finish up some of the visual effects. And some of the visual effects in this trailer are just not, they're not god awful, but I was just like, we're in 2018. Visual effects should be, look at Avengers Infinity War. The effects for Thanos and all the other characters look damn amazing. So, I mean, you know, Sony doesn't have the best visual effects studio, but it's still a great visual effects studio. They have, I mean, look at the effects for Spider-Man 2. Those were still, to this day, are amazing. So, I hope that these visual effects for the little Venom shit, and it, you know, also the Venom suit doesn't seem like it has a spider thing. Like, it doesn't seem like it's going to have any Spider-Man references in it at all. It seems like this is going to be its own thing, which, you know what, I think is great, because I like to see standalone movies. Everything nowadays seems to be a cinematic universe. It's just like, it's great to see movies that are on their own. Like, I think this Shazam movie I heard is going to stand on its own. Possibly, I could be wrong, but it's like everything. It seems like a cinematic universe. So it's great to see movies that stand on their own, like Baby Driver or Get Out or A Quiet Place or just any other movie that stands on its own. So, guys, that's my thoughts on the Venom trailer. I hope it's good. I hope I can walk out that there and be like, damn, I just saw a good supervillain movie, because we have not, like, when it comes to famous comic book characters, we have not really had that so far. I mean, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy, but they were, you know, anti-heroes. And yes, Venom is an anti-hero, but he's kind of more of a villain than an anti-hero. I mean, like, he's done some really crazy, bloody shit in the comics. So, guys, those are my thoughts of this movie, and I'll see you next time on JoJo's Celluloid Carnival. Sender, what do you thought about the Venom trailer? You loved it? Oh, he's sleeping. I think you loved it. I'll see you guys next time.